What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are back to you today with another one. We've already covered Ryan Fitzpatrick earlier today, so make sure you check that out. We want to get over 200 likes on these videos, so punch that like button on your way in. You can also check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at TDPHINSTALK. Also, my content can be found at dolphinstalk.com, as well as a lot of other Dolphins content. So make sure y'all check that out, guys. If you liking the new merch, and I'm waiting on mine to come in too, make sure you check out the merch store, TD Fins Shop. The link is in the description below. Thanks to everybody who donates to the channel via PayPal, Cash App. All those links are below as well, and those who donate live via Super Chat. Appreciate it, guys. But we're back with another one. We're back with the prediction, the Nostradamus ball, and we already hit Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I think I blew some people's mind on my predictions with his numbers for this year. But it's just how I feel. Y'all need to go check it out. That's what I think. Now it's time to do the Don Dada himself. Okay, the guy we've all been waiting on, Tua Tagovailoa. Okay. That's who we're going to do now. I'm going to give y'all about 30 seconds to come in the room. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button on your way in. Giving you a little bit to go ahead and ease in, because we're going to get started on Tua, and I'm going to give you my predictions for 2020 for Tua Tagovailoa, y'all. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I really do truly believe that these are going to be his stats this year. I can't wait to see what you guys think about it. But give you a little backstory before I go into this year for Tua. Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Everybody already know this kid is fantastic. He's spectacular. We talk about the accuracy is just very good, okay? He says he needs to work on his footwork. I actually like his footwork, but that's, okay. That's subjective. But it's so much. I think that he has the best mechanics in the game. Even coming into the NFL, I think Tua Tagovailoa has the best mechanics. Some of the biggest concerns I've always had with Tua Tagovailoa is actually reading defense. I've always been one who's been vocal about the fact that he was around a great O-line. He was around a 5-star receivers. I mean, all his receivers got drafted in the first round, and his results can be skewed in that manner. Some people would say, hey, in the biggest games, his offensive line didn't play well, and he struggled, so he didn't have the best offensive line. But that kind of proves the point that I'm making. In the biggest game, when your O-line struggled, he didn't play as well. So that actually should show you that in the non-big games, which are about 85% of the games that he played, he balled out because he had a great O-line. He had great receivers. But it's not to take anything from him, because he was also a great player, y'all. This kid was a great player, has all the intangibles. See, he's the type of player where it was like Tannehill. I told y'all he need everything around him to be successful. Tua don't need everything around him to be successful, but you still do need some great, good, decent talent around him, okay? But I think he can carry a little bit more with his skill set than, say, a Ryan Tannehill. Eventually, at least. Ryan Tannehill has turned the corner and become one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but we'll see if that continues this year. This is going to be his deciding year, all right? But back to Tua. It's just a storyline college career. If I was to grade his college career on a scale of 0 to 100, I would say Tua Tagovailoa was about an 89 for me. Oh, he's 100, TD. Yeah, but you have to take away points for not being injury prone, but prone to injury. Injuries have riddled his entire career, and that's the biggest concern that Miami had going into the draft. The Miami Dolphins decided that's not as big of a risk. We're going to take that chance. And I always preach, it was a chance that was being taken. Shout out to DFS Hobby with the donation, said if Tua didn't get hurt, he would be first pick Bengals. Listen, DFS, I agree with you. If Tua didn't get hurt, he would have been the first pick. He would have been the first pick. Hands down, I definitely agree with you. But I don't even know if that would have been the Bengals. Maybe the Dolphins would have offered a little more to make sure that they got him. I can't even say it was the Bengals. Actually put a little more on the table and went up and got him. We gave an offer for Burrow, but we were pat on our offer. We're going to offer this. We know they're not going to go for it, but that's what we think is fair. Then they said no, we moved on. for Burrow. So I know if Tua didn't get hurt and he was number one, we might have actually pushed the table a little more and offered a little more. Because Tua, without the injury concerns and the hip and all of that, man, that's scary. That's scary if you got the right team around him. Okay, if you got the right team around him. I've been on record saying, I wouldn't have drafted Tua Tagovailoa at number 5. And I really would, because there were a few players that I would have drafted ahead of him without those concerns. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a great pick by the Miami Dolphins. I think it still was a great pick. And I think that we're going to capitalize on this as long as he can stay healthy and as long as he improves in the areas that he shows concern. Like, in my opinion, fences, when they change the coverage on him, understanding the skies, those type of things. And I think he's going to do just fine. You know why? Because he got a great coaching staff. Brian Flores is a leader. Tua is a leader. Tua, I think, is going to be the kid that works harder than anyone else in the league. And a lot of people can say that, but at least we have one of those individuals. And he's humble, great character, and I'm excited about what the future holds in that regards, all right? But we got to get to what we're here for. We're here to talk about Tua Tagovailoa's 2020 prediction. You'll understand this prediction a little better if you go check out the Ryan Fitzpatrick video I just did. You'll understand this prediction a lot better. Shout out to the homie Chef Jew, man. Ain't seen you in a little bit, man. I'm happy to see you, bro. All right, let me stop teasing y'all. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. The 2020 prediction for Tua Tagovailoa here at TDPHINSTALK. And I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to mull it over and review it. Get it in your head. Understand the scenario. This is what I think Tua Tagovailoa will produce for the Miami Dolphins in 2020. Take some time. I'm going to sit back and sip this water for 20 more seconds. We got it? Okay, cool. Thank you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and take a look at it. Evaluate it. Start to get some conclusions. Start to get some thoughts in your head of what you think. This is what there's no bias in this. There's no pushing extra, giving them extra or anything. It really isn't. This is what I truly believe because of the team that's around them. It's what I believe. And some people may laugh it off and be like, yeah, right. You know me. Why not? Why not? All right, let's dive in and talk about why I feel like this is going to be Tua Tagovailoa's 2020's prediction, okay? First of all, let's give the first qualifier for my prediction. The first qualifier is I think he's going to play 13 and a half games. Now, just like in the video before with Ryan Fitzpatrick, all those scenarios I listed, so you got to go check out that video so you understand why I came up with what I came up with. Okay? Here's why. 13 and a half games. If they do want to go the route of, hey, let's go ahead with Ryan Fitzpatrick to start out with. 2.5 games. Hey, throw Tua in there if it ain't going right. Ryan Fitzpatrick might be eating cake this summer again. Or Tua starts game 1 and then, hey, he might do get nicked up or banged up and get a little injury here or there and may have to sit a game or two. That's the scenario. Or you know what? Rosen is balling out. Give Rosen his shot. If it's not working out, Tua comes in. I just think that Tua is going to play 13 and a half games because he's going to give us the best chance to win, and I believe in what Flores says. I believe in every word Flores says, whoever gives us the best chance to win. And I think Tua will give us the best chance to win at a minimum 13 games out of the season. If I am to believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick will give us the best chance to win, it's only going to be in week 1, 2, or 3, only because that pass off, that acclamation, that early on, the veteran going against the Patriots and Buffalo division games, maybe those things are in Flores' mind. Maybe. But my predictions are strictly on what Brian Flores says, who gives us the best chance to win. And I do believe Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback on this roster that gives us the best chance to win. So 13 and a half games is what I predict. Okay? Yeah, but TD, 3,600 yards? Is that a lot or is it a little? Y'all let me know in the comment section, because some people are like, oh, really? Is that a lot or is it a little? Is that a lot or a little? Let me know in the comment section. What y'all think? 3,640 passing yards. Is that too much or is it too little? TD, you're awesome. I try to be, man. I would go insane if Tua had this kind of year. Why can't he, EM? Come on, bro. Why can't he? It's the TDs. The yards is about right. Yeah, I know the yards are right, because that ain't nothing but 270 yards a game. For 13 and a half games, my calculation is 270 yards a game. I think he could do it with the spread offense. Guy mismatches all over the field. Jakeem Grant using his burners. Albert Wilson coming across the middle. Devontae getting chunks. Parker, Preston getting chunks. I definitely can see him putting up 270 a game. And this is being modest because I'm calculating we're going to have a decent run game. I wanted to say Tua might come out the gate and give us 300 a game. 300. But I said back off a little. Let's get this right. We're going to be running that ball as well. He going to have his safety net in Gesicki. See, that's the thing about Tua. That's something me and my brother-in-law was talking about last weekend. He was like, the thing about Tua is he goes for the gusto. You know, he can do all the intermediates. It's like when he know where he's going, but he's going to always be looking for that gusto, that deep ball. Preston and Devontae. Oh, the yards, I think I'm pretty spot on. He could do 270 a game with a decent run game. He could do 270 a game. He could do 270. And then our run game could add another 140 a game. Some may say that ain't that much when you spread it out. That's good enough to me, 140 a game. 150-ish. EM say, I don't think Tua is going to play enough to accumulate those stats. If he don't, then obviously he can't, but this is my prediction if he plays enough, 13 and a half games. If he plays 13 and a half games, I think he'll accumulate this. Now, some people I've already seen in the comment section, I think you're too low on the rush yards. That was an interesting one for me. First of all, we're going to run the ball better. So this ain't going to be a Fitzpatrick 200 and something yards for about a quarterback. We're going to run the ball better. That's the goal. We got some really good running backs. We're going to run the ball better, less pressure on the quarterback. Okay? Number 2, don't forget, you don't want Tua Tagovailoa running the ball. Yeah, he can get out sometimes and he's going to make plays and hopefully slide, make the good decision, not hold on too long, trying to make something happen and get hit and hurt again. We hoping he learning from that, but we're not going to have an offense that's predicated on him running the ball. I don't want him in the option, faking the handoff and him going. I don't want him getting banged up like that. And hopefully we're smart enough. Oh, we're going to run that spread option. Sometimes he's going to pull it and take off. I don't want that offense. I just want the spread option, fake the handoff or hand it off, but back to pass, RPO. But minimize the run. By the quarterback that is. We'll get to the interceptions. Rip. But rushing yards, I don't want him to be a 200-yard rusher or 150-yard rusher. No, man, I need him to go ahead and run the ball maybe 3 times a game and is trying to pick up a first down. 3 times a game trying to pick up a first down, get 2 yards here, 4 yards there, whatever. He don't need to be running the ball like that. Cloud Life say 92 rushing yards is a joke. He can get that on one run play. Y'all stop sitting out here acting like Tua is this ultimate Lamar Jackson mobile QB because he had 2 takeoffs at Alabama that went long. Stop acting like this was the ultimate mobile QB in Alabama. Let's keep him where his strength is, sitting in that pocket, burning you all day. That's not expand his skill level just to do it. That's not trying to turn him into Lamar Jackson. That's not make him Josh Allen last year. Let's keep him in that box. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep him in the box. He can be faster than Fitz all he want. But I ain't got time for one person getting that perfect hit on him and all of us, all y'all hush mouth. And you know me. I'm going to be sad, believe it or not. I ain't even going to be like, I told y'all he was there. No, I'm going to be like, God, dog, this is what we were worried about. Ain't no me, no, I told you, because I don't want him getting hurt. Because he gives us the best chance to win. But I don't want him getting hurt, period. You think he'll be like Kyler Murray? Lord knows, I hope not. I don't want him running the ball. I don't want him running the ball. Do what you do best. Murder people in that pocket. Ripping them up. That's it. Do what you do best. Slap that hand and give it to him. And on occasions when you have to, you got to do what you got to do. But we ain't looking for it. That's what I need. I need a Tua Tagovailoa that ain't looking to run. Focus strictly on murdering people out there in that field, in them defenses. That's it. Let's be smart about this, y'all. Let's be smart about this. Okay? We need him healthy because he's going to give us the best chance to win, all right? I'm moving off rushing yards because I don't want to keep going back and forth about that, man. I don't want that man running at all. Completion percentage, 67%. It was easy to say, oh, well, he a rookie. You know, it would have been fair if you put him around 62. Maybe that would have still been good, but I say 67. Listen, when you spread the offense out and you got Jakeem Grant with separation, his accuracy with our weapons, Devontae Parker is going to go up and win the 50-50 battles. Preston Williams is going to be running beautiful routes if he's back to form, getting some separation here and there and making big plays. And Tua's going to put it right where it needs to be. Jakeem Grant, all he got to do is get that 3-foot separation. Tua going to hit him in stride, and he going to be running. Albert Wilson, however he wanted, he going to get it. This receiving core is going to make his completion percentage look really spectacular over the rest of this league. I really do. I really do believe that. All right. And a lot of his incompletions will probably, hopefully, if he wisened up and not trying to do too much, throwaways and breakdowns in the offensive line. Maybe a rush throw, trying to hurry up and get it where it needs to be or something. And he's pretty good at that, believe it or not. He's pretty good at that when the pressure is coming, getting rid of the ball, trying to get it to his guy. But it's just sometimes it can be a little scary because great defenders can handle that. Great defenders can handle that. All right. Touchdowns. Okay, people say, oh, touchdowns. Is the touchdowns too high or is it too low? Let me know, y'all. Is the touchdown too high or too low? I don't think it's too high, but I also don't think it's too low. Let me help y'all understand why. I got him at 2.7 touchdowns a game. Now, I know some people may say too high, but understand this, 67% completion percentage with these receivers, you got to look at how it's going to happen. Them 3,600 yards? Come on, man. Here's what you got to focus on. 67% completion with deep threats. Albert Wilson being a deep threat. No, not Albert Wilson. Take that back. Because whether y'all don't want to argue with y'all, but he's not gonna be a deep threat. But Preston Williams being a deep threat, he's your touchdown threat. This is what Tua loves, going for the gusto. He's gonna always be looking for the gusto. See, we got a quarterback that looks for the gusto more than Ryan Fitzpatrick, but is more accurate and can get it done. Ryan Fitzpatrick is just improvising and finding a guy. Oh, Tua's gonna be looking for the guy. You know, to look off safeties and all. He's always gonna be going for the gusto. He's always going to be looking for the gusto. Y'all could say your little measly 22 touchdowns all you want. I'm good. Okay. Say your little measly 22 touchdowns all you want. Say it all you want. Mahomes can come around here and put up 50, but my guy can't get 36. Keep your little 22 touchdowns, 18 to 25. Go ahead, keep them. And the crazy thing, I'm supposed to be the Tua hater, and I actually got a lot of faith in the kid. I got faith in the kid. I say 36. Slanging the rock. He got deep threats. He got intermediate threats. And here's why. That 67% completion percentage, it makes a difference, y'all. It ain't 62. 67 is more touchdowns. Tight end, Gesicki, this is his breakout year. He got so many guys that have something to prove. Devontae Parker, he got to be a beast in the end zone this year. Preston has to come back better than ever. Jakeem Grant trying to prove he ain't obsolete. Albert Wilson trying to get his next deal. Gesicki has to be the guy this year. It's gonna make a break. He has to step up. This guy can put up 36 touchdowns, man. Why can we say Mahomes can get 50, but our guy can't get 36? That ain't fair. And technically, if I was to put him at 16 games, it would average probably about 42. If I had to start in 16 games, I would have put 42. That's the average, basically. So Mahomes can get 50, but my guy can't get 36? Like, how do we view Tua? Don't ever compare Mahomes to Tua. Miles, we're going to have to at some point. And once he start getting NFL games and we start seeing who he is, we're going to have to. If Tua's half of what everybody said he was, we're going to have to compare him because he has the potential to be that great. Rashad Brown said, laugh out loud, different offense. Says who? They don't even know what to expect on our offense. We can all sit here and assume, this is what we're pretty much going to run because he's good at this or they're good at that. We're all making assumptions. We all know what we're running. But I know if we spread it out, this kid is going to put up some numbers. TD, this is his rookie year. So what? So what? Was Mahomes 50 touchdowns? Was that not technically his rookie year? He sat a year. His first year playing, he put up 50. 50 and 5,000. 50 and 5,000. So how can y'all sit here and tell me the passing yards is just about right, but the touchdowns aren't? Because it's close to the same ratio as Mahomes' 55,000. 50, 5,000. 10%. I mean, whatever. Okay? It's 1%. But what's the difference with the passing yards? Same thing. Same ratio. Same ratio. Why my guy can't do it? He doing it. Tua doing it. You can hate all you want. He doing it. He's doing it. If this comes to fruition, Tua's going to break every single rookie record out there. And why can't he? He ain't going to break I guess rookie record because Mahomes didn't play his rookie year. Okay, I guess that. But why can't he, though? Why can't he? We act like this is like impossible. We act like it's impossible, man. TD, those passing yards will change depending on their opponent. Okay. It can change, but the average, he can't because the O-line. Wow. So basically, we're already writing the O-line off. Is that what we're doing? We're already writing the O-line off. Automatically, we're writing the O-line off. I mean, and what we doing it for? If we automatically writing the O-line off, what we doing it for? He will get 3,800 if he goes or on X and Jones. Reword it so I don't understand it. Remember, they're trying to run first, TD. Yes, run first, but this is only 270 passing yards per game. This is 270 passing yards per game. Are we saying that he's not going to do that? And if they do run first, again, nothing's wrong with running first. But again, 67% completion. 67? Come on, man. 67. Wow, I actually caught you, TD. That's what's up, man. Pat White had a 67 completion percentage too. Yeah, he also got knocked out on the sideline after 5 plays in his career. So what's the point? He didn't play 13 and a half games. TD, how much you willing to bet on these numbers? I don't bet on any numbers. That's no difference from saying how much were you willing to bet that Mahomes could get 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Nobody probably would have bet that. But it was done. So why do I have to eliminate the possibility that my quarterback can? Y'all got to look at, Tua's projections ain't because of just me and, I'm throwing out numbers to make him look good. No, I'm looking at the team around him. A better O-line giving him time to throw the ball increases his completion percentage with the weapons that we have in his game style. He loves going for the gusto and the deep ball. Preston and Devontae and Jakeem Grant is even a deep threat. They're going to eat. Preston and Devontae are going to put touchdowns in the end zone this year. It's ain't not just yards. They putting touchdowns in the end zone. Gesicki is going to be catching balls in the end zone over shorter linebackers. Tua going to put it high right where he gets it. See, they're going to be able to utilize an offense that's going to be able to exercise all the guys who catch the ball, their strengths now, especially in the red zone. We'll make sure we figure out a matchup where Gesicki is on a small linebacker. That's the type of stuff that you got to find and take advantage of because you can get a quarterback who can put it high and where it needs to be to where only Gesicki can make the play. Put it high and where it needs to be in the back of the end zone to where only Preston can make the play. Those type of things. Y'all see, at the end of the day, these are my predictions. And we got to see if it comes to fruition. Because there's a lot of things that have to happen here. First off, he has to be given the nod to start at some point. But 13 and a half games, this is what we got, Rookie of the Year. Right now, they got him 8th on the list of becoming Rookie of the Year. That's because they don't know if he's going to start. If they knew right now Flores came out, Tua is going to be our starter, he'd probably move up the top 3 with Rookie of the Year chances. Easy. What up, Doug? What's up, homie? Doug checking in the building, man. I'm trying to tell him this is all possible, Doug. Trying to tell him, man. Listen, let's get to the last subject. Interceptions, though. Is the interceptions too low or too high? Let me know in the comment section. Interceptions too low or too high? Please let me know. Are the interceptions too low or too high? Rip said too high. Hey, TD, any words on if Larry Warfare has either? No, Larry ain't signed, but I don't think we're going to do it. Too low with many TDs. Let me tell you something, man. Here's why I put 12 interceptions for Tua this year. I don't think it's too low. I definitely don't think it's too low. Okay. I actually debated on whether it was too high, but this is where I fell. This was my end result, but it's not too low. Okay. Why isn't it too low? Because number one, 67% completion percentage. That's number one. Okay. All right. Number two, he's going to start working on some of the areas of his concern, the things that he could do to be better in regards to reading defenses. Number three, why it isn't too low? Because it's less than one a game for a rookie who's being thrown straight out there in the fire. It's less than one a game. I mean, you could roughly say one a game, but it's technically less than one a game. It's like 0.08 a game. 0.08. This isn't about what he did in college, because the NFL is better competition. I actually looked at his interception ratio in his biggest games, and basically he was 1.1. He threw one. All ranked teams that he played, when you add up all the ranked teams in the interception, he was 1.1 interception per game. That's the ranked teams. So I got him slightly under 1.1. I got him at like 0.8, 0.9, 0.8 something per game. Because the NFL is better competition. He's going to be going up against better corners, those receivers. And there are going to be sometimes they're going to bait him. They're going to try to disguise the defense and make them and try to make opportunities against them. And I think that the more success he has throwing the ball with a 67% completion, we're actually going, like I already realized we're going to run the ball early. But the more he shows that he can maintain a completion percentage around 67, that run balance is going to start to be shifted. They're going to start some hurry up, and it's going to be the Tua game. It's going to what did Alabama do? See, are we forgetting all the signs in front of us? What does everybody always throw in my face? The kid is so good that they changed their whole offense to fit him. They were a power running team. It had a power runner and speed right. They were a running team, but this kid was so good that they switched their whole offense to spread for him, to let him throw that rock all over the field. People always throw that to me, and we're going to start out running the ball to make it easier for him. But as he shows that he can handle that, how can we not believe that we're going to transition into what he's the best at? The balance and all the running that we're going to do early is only to protect him. And don't get me wrong, we're still going to run the ball, but the Chiefs still run the ball. But the early on running is only to protect him, not put too much pressure on him. Keep the defense honest. But as he proves himself in that, we're going to continue to work our way to he's running the show, just flipping the rock all through the field. That's going to be the ultimate Tua. That's going to be Tua when he's arrived, where the whole playbook is a 68 to 32 ratio, 68% throwing, 32% running. That's kind of how it is in Alabama, 68-32. Every 3 plays, we throw it twice. That's what it's going to shift to. So that's why he's going to throw the ball more in an NFL where corners are getting better because they have to be. More teams are investing in a position. And I don't think 12 in his rookie season is bad. I think that's actually favorable in my opinion. Less than 1 a game, you don't want turnovers at all. He may have games where he throws no picks, but it might be a specific 1 or 2 that he might cough up 2 in his rookie season, only because it's his rookie season. I don't think that this is bad. I don't think 12 is a knock. 12 is actually a success to me. I think it would actually be a success being his rookie season. And if he does better than that, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. But I think that is fair. 12 is fair. To say that a rookie that plays almost 14 games is going to throw 8, then you might as well believe he's going to get 36 touchdowns and 3,600 yards if he only going to throw 8 picks. If he only going to throw 8 picks, then you might as well believe every stat on here. You should be for it. There are so many things that go in the stats that you think about perfect case scenario. I agree, Jason Green. There's so much that go into it. And I am thinking in the right scenario because that's what you got to strive for. I'm not going to sit here and say, but in a bad situation, this is what it's going to be. This is our ceiling right now. That's what my predictions. Every prediction video I do, because I got Josh Rosen next. Every prediction video I do, this is going to be the ceiling. This is the ceiling. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I gave you his ceiling. I don't see him playing more than 3 games or starting. This is the ceiling. And I think that it can be achieved. Man, if y'all want this kid to be great, then go ahead and go out and let him be great. See, great ain't just, what you do in year 2 on the field. He has to start building his NFL reputation. He has to start building his NFL reputation. What better way to start your NFL reputation other than winning the Rookie of the Year, going to the Pro Bowl, having 3,640 yards in 13 and a half games, 67% completion percentage, 36 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. What better way to start out your reputation? What better way? And this is all assuming he's healthy because that's the reports we got. And then he said in an interview he should be ready to go. We'll see, man. We've seen crazier things. But that's my belief right now. That's my thing. TD, can you Vince Dudley do wrong to do predictions? Man, if he listening right now, I'm sure he's gonna bring it to you just from you wanting it. And from my understanding, I think he does it every year anyway, just like me. Every year we have a point where we do the predictions. Every year. And sometimes we even link up and talk about each other's predictions. We do a collab. So I'm sure it may be coming. It may be coming. Y'all just watch out for it. Because I'm going to be watching. I'm interested to see what he thinks about it. But this is the 2020 prediction for Tua Tagovailoa, y'all. This is mine. We need this kid on that field, man. Especially if it's 20. If we can get him 16 games. 16. See, I ain't give y'all the 16-game prediction because I think that he's only going to play a max of 13 and a half games. But if we can get 16, woo, buddy. All these numbers. He's basically 16 games will put him somewhere around 4,150 for the yards, 4,150. Rushing will be about 105. Completion percentage with more games. That's percentage. So we keep it at 67. Touchdowns would go to about 41 and a half. Interceptions would only go to about 13 and a half, 14 maybe, if he plays 16 games. That's what's up. That's playoffs. Let me ask y'all this. If these are the results for Tua this year, are we going to the playoffs? Are we going to the playoffs? If these are Tua's results this year, are we going to the playoffs? Y'all tell me that in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Yes, we better. Yes, sir. Yes. I know it, man. So why not go for it? Why not go for it? All right. Let me see. Okay, TD, let's get your prediction on QB Josh Rosen. I'm going to give you the prediction on Rosen, but that might be in like an hour and a half. We're going to do for lunch with the family. But I'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. Within the next 2 hours, I'll be back. We're going to do Josh Rosen to end the day. We're going to end it on the quarterbacks, and tomorrow we're going to do running backs. We're going to do Josh Rosen. And we're only doing impact players that actually have a shot at starting this year. I'm not doing Jake Ruddocks. I'm not doing Jake Ruddocks, okay? I'm just telling y'all now. These are predictions, and if his category got all zeros, I'm not doing Jake Ruddocks. So it is what it is, man. But again, thank y'all for tuning in to TD FINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. This is my 2020 prediction for Tua Tagovailoa, and Lord knows I hope it comes to pass because we in the playoffs. And then we get to see that light shine. We get to see Flores, playoff Tua, playoff Matt Breida, playoff Howard, playoff Jones, playoff Gesicki, playoff Parker, playoff Preston, playoff Grant, playoff Wilson, playoff Hunt, playoff Karras. We already know what that is. Playoff Van Noy. Come on, y'all. Come on. Playoffs, man. That's what I'm about. I want the playoffs this year. I ain't with that 8-8 crap. Yeah, it's realistic that we could go 8-8, but I ain't with it. I'm not knocking anybody who thinks that's where we're going to go because that is realistic. It could happen, but I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Just not, man. Not, man. Anyway, man, I'm out of here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all hit that like button. We're trying to get 200 likes on the videos. If you haven't checked out the Ryan Fitzpatrick video, go check that one out, man. Go check out the Ryan Fitzpatrick one right before that. It'll help tie in together why I think what I think as far as these games, man. Why I think what I think as far as these games, as far as Tua getting 13.5 and Ryan Fitzpatrick not seeing more than 3 games this season. This is why, all right? Check it out. I'll have Josh Rosen later today for y'all, so stay tuned. Hopefully they send a notification. If not, just check tonight because the video will at least be there if they don't send a notification, okay? All right. Love y'all. It's your boy. I'm out, y'all. Peace. See y'all soon.